Right, okay, living life in a thunderstorm. Just going to try and read a bit through this. This is going to be take one. It's going to be rough and ready, I haven't done this yet. Prologue. This overdose caught me sliding up my living room wall. It's in my blood, I can't stop it, but I will not fall. The turning point, I'm sick of this shit. The voices pushed me, but I didn't want to hear it. For the last 17 months, I turned so many corners and become dizzy. I was still an alcoholic, but I had a purpose in my life. I had a purpose to live. I was named Tennyson after a poet, so it felt appropriate to name my dog after my favourite poet too. I had my fucking dog. I had Kano. I hated the world and everyone in it, but I loved that little dog. He never judged me or left me when I fucked up, like everyone else had. In my deepest, darkest times, that little dog pulled me through. He was my friend, my only friend. Mentally, I've been getting better. I could feel it. Dev, Ref and Jal, the three voices in my head, had stopped talking to me so much. I thought I'd missed him if he left me, but now I had Kano. I had my salvation from the darkness of the mental abyss I was staring into. My reason to get up in the morning and drag my drunk ass to work. My reason to give the world a second chance. I'd not indulged in a single barroom brawl in over a year, as I could feel an anger had been lifted from me. However, two thieves had tried to snatch Kano from my garden last summer and experienced how my love was actually a lot more vicious than my anger. I left tread marks on both their faces to the point that I'd been my trainers in case the shitbags decided to press charges. They never did. They got off lucky. If they had tried that shit with John the Biker or Gay Tony, who both lived on my street, they'd be fucking dead on the pavement. Kano had given me the loyalty I always craved, and I would have killed anyone who hurt my best friend. After an all-day drinking session, I blacked out in the house, and I left my front door ajar for the best thing I ever had, and the only thing I dared to care about since Genevieve left me. My boy left me, he fucking broke my heart, but in the end, it was me who killed my dog. I killed my dog. I'm sorry, boy, I didn't mean to fuck up again. I can't help it. I know, I didn't want you to leave me. That's not why I left the door open. I love you, boy. I'm made for misery. I didn't deserve you, but I'll see you again, boy. Really soon. I will see you again. It's 10 o'clock on a Sunday night. I'm sipping my beer and whiskey rather than swig it as normal, as the shops don't open until Monday morning. To stop me finish my booze too soon, I've been popping a 30ml dihydrocodeine every third song, as I make my way through Outkast's first three classic albums, Kano's favourites. As I take the ATLA and CD out and replace it with Equemini, I feel totally snapped out. From the research I've done, 90 to 120ml was supposed to get me a nice, narrow and smacky high, which it probably would have done if I let the 120 kick in first. The 15 pills I was given to help with the medical condition were now dissolving in my alcohol-filled belly. Each fresh tablet lying on top of the previous one, on top of the previous one, on top of the almost dissolved previous one. My body broke down the pills broke down my mind buried my soul. I was fucked up, but I was happy, I think. I sat slouched on the sofa, my whiskey glass was empty again. As the sudden jazz of Outkast beats filled the room, I felt an invisible presence push me against the wall. Both shoulders flush against the cold wall, my body starts to lift me upwards towards the ceiling, but my feet don't move from the floor. Pinned to the ceiling, looking down on my lifeless body, I loved the way my living room looked from this angle, with my air mats still both planted firmly on the floor, both feet in them. Was this an out-of-body experience, or was I just high as fuck? The high became a low as I floated back down into a lifeless, tattooed vessel. I was 37 years old, and I was a chronic alcoholic. I was not suicidal, but suicide through drinking or drugging myself to death. I saw nothing more as an inevitable end to an unfulfilled story. I just wanted to see my dog again. Death didn't take me that night, but it did leave me fucked up with a good few rib shots thrown in. My internal organs never functioned properly again after this OD, and the pain still bothers me years later. I was still high as hell the next morning while walking to the call centre, bouncing up the road like I was walking on the moon. I was constipated for the next 3 days and just sat in the toilet blasting endless, loud, empty farts with no substance. Sort of like the customers who call me on a daily basis, time wasters, fuck off. Every ship has to sail so many seas, and I've been a stone for 25 years. I tried to drink myself to death on numerous occasions many times, and failed each time. My time would come. I'm on my way, boy. February 28th, 2018. Cut.